Hey, Melanie Beckler here with our angel card reading for this last week of June, the 23rd through 29th, 2019. This is a big week of integration, the aftermath of the incredible solstice energy, and then preparation for the new moon eclipse energy and the cycle of eclipses that is coming in July. So we're going to tune in using the Ascension angel cards to whatever the angels most wish for us to know, whatever will most serve and support us in making the most of this week and shining more of our truth and vibrant light. So join me in shifting your awareness within, focusing on your heart center, allowing your heart to open and allowing your awareness to enter therein. I ask that we each be surrounded with divine love and peace and light, and that our teams of guides, angels, and ascended masters of the highest Christed light of the middle path enter in, connect with us as individuals and together as one, and with me directly and through these oracle cards with whatever we most need to know this week, whatever will most serve. I now just shuffle light into the cards, looking for our cards for this week to appear. Whatever cards stand out, what do we most need to know? Come on, number 3. There we go. So our first card for this week is to love your challenges. Be mindful of what is coming up in your emotional state of being or in your life that's no longer serving you, that no longer feels supportive, uplifting, that no longer feels in alignment with your embodying the highest divine truth of who you are and being a way shower, showing what is possible for humanity to live in an integrated, empowered state of presence, love, and harmony. That is your opportunity now. And the challenges that appear are blessings because they reveal to you areas that are in need of change and transformation still. The challenge points to the areas in which you can grow. The divine discomfort reveals where there's actually more for you, where you can transition from one threshold into another by recognizing what feels low vibe in your life and then asking yourself, is there something that you can directly do about it? Is there something you can directly do about this challenge? And if there is, take that step to change the habit, to cultivate new daily habits and rituals that support you in embodying more of your light. And if there's nothing you can do about it, then your opportunity is to accept, to love what is, to allow that challenge to be, recognizing that it is outside of your control and that you can choose, rather than changing the situation, you can choose to change your response, to respond in an empowered way, to respond with love, to respond by sending blessings of love and peace, rather than getting thrown off base, rather than getting rattled or energetically drained by a challenge. So with what comes up for you this week in your own life, in your emotional state of being, in the world, we have the entire globe shown in this card. When you notice a challenge, when you notice an expression of duality, ask yourself, is there something you can do to change it? And if there is, take that action. Start taking steps. This is a tremendous week to make forward progress, one step at a time, checking in with love, checking in with your heart, with your higher guidance, with your soul truth, asking, what is my very next step to heal and uplift my situation, to move and progress on the timeline of my most vibrant life? And remember that growth blossoms and unfolds on the other side of challenge. So love the challenges that appear, knowing that when you overcome that boulder, you'll be at an entirely new height. And looking back, the challenge may seem much smaller than it does before you grow in order to overcome and as a result step into embodying more of your light. Our second card for this week is to connect with nature as we integrate the higher light and honestly the light of source of the divine. The crystalline diamond light frequencies are still streaming into the planet, and it can be easy to get a little ungrounded, get a little uncentered, to get pulled up into your mind, which this week, just pay attention, may have the tendency or inclination to judge, especially yourself. Watch the thoughts you're having about yourself. Be kind to yourself. You've likely seen a bigger vision of what's possible for your life, a bigger vision of what you can become. But know that in this, you're exactly where you're meant to be right now. Because where you are right now, the gap between where you are now and where you want to be, that is where growth happens. That is where ascension happens. That is where your embodiment happens. So the journey is the opportunity that wouldn't be if you already were finished, if you already accomplished all that is possible for you. So love yourself as and where you are right now, and be kind. If you find yourself judging yourself, if you find yourself really critical, write down the things about yourself that you love, the things about yourself that you're good at, the things in your life that you're grateful for, to return to alignment with presence and with the confidence and empowerment to take steps on that path, one step at a time, growing and learning through action to embody a higher level of your light. Nature is powerfully supportive for you in integrating, in maintaining equilibrium, in staying in balance, in letting go of stress. So connect with nature. Get out in the natural world. If you're feeling emotional, spend time by running water, just standing on a rock and feeling the energy of the stream or river move by, cleansing your etheric life force energy, releasing any pent up emotions or frustrations or tensions stored in your being. You could also do this by the ocean or by a lake, just tuning into the water, that quality of flow, that quality of cleansing, to cleanse your emotional being. And then feel yourself ground through roots flowing down at the bottom of your feet, grounding you to the earth, into the present moment now, where you can receive the crystalline energies rising up from the new earth and the infinite light of source streaming in from above, uniting through your being, your 7 awakened chakras, your rainbow bridge centered in your open heart, embodying the highest light of the divine I am, the divine you are. Finally, our third card for this week, and kind of actually got into this in the last card a little bit, it just came up. It's the card of emotional clearing. The opportunity to clear your emotions arises through awareness. Observe yourself this week. Make it a point to observe your emotional state of being, knowing that as a divine being in physical form, you are empowered to embody a state of neutrality, observing the situation from the vantage point of your higher divine being. And when strong negative emotions arise, shift back into the perspective of observer, to not get spiraled in and pulled down in that negative emotion. Rather, observe it and love yourself enough to let that emotion pass through and let it go. Don't believe it as your truth. Don't buy into it as your own. Let it go and return to the core truth and knowing that you are one with the infinite light of source, with the divine frequency of love flowing throughout all that is, and that with awareness in every moment, you can drop into that love, to let your heart open, to let your core illuminate with light, and to peel back the layers of lower emotion and limiting belief and mental chatter to tune into the divine core of bliss and love within. Return to this divine truth, to let love infuse your energy, to let bliss infuse your present moment, to let peace radiate out beyond you, to change your vibrational point of attraction and to bring you into coherent sync with the highest and best divine possibilities for your life, which new doors have opened in conjunction with the solstice gateway energy. It's now up to you to stay in sync and in alignment with this. And feeling is so powerful. To feel good truly is a choice. If you don't feel like you have the choice to feel good, it's just because your mind is still running the show. Step back to observe. And from that point of observation, you can choose to return to neutral, and then from neutrality to return to gratitude, peace, presence, and love, empowering your emotional state and coming into resonance and sync with what you really want, with the highest divine possibilities for you. Let's draw a bonus card for this week from the Ask Angels Oracle cards. What else do we most need to know in this week of integration? Okay, we have the Create Abundance card with Archangel Michael. This is something that many people are focused on right now, and your angels want you to know that a greater level of abundance is possible for you when you step into embodying a higher level of your light. And to truly embody a higher level of your light, it's not just about meditation, not just about positivity, not just about maintaining that positive emotional state. It then is also about embodying your higher light through action. Action is where the magic really happens. Action, inspired action, receiving inspiration from your soul, from your spirit, from your angels, and then taking that step, continuing to ask, how may I be of service in a way I love and enjoy and in the highest interest of all? The answer to this question, this intersection, is the point where you tap in to the flow of abundance. And there are so many ways to be of service in the world. The angels want you to know that your service makes the world a better place, and as a result aligns you with the flow of abundance in return. Part of this, part of getting in the flow, is taking inspired action, but then it's also keeping your mind and keeping your emotions in check and in alignment with what you want to create. Pushing out and letting go of the limited thoughts. You can't do that. You're not good enough. No one wants what you have to offer. That's ego. Let it go. Push it out. Remember that you are a unique divine being, and your light, your gifts, what you have to bring to this world is needed. And when you commit to that from within, not looking, especially at first, for external validation from those around, share your gifts, shine your light, be of service in the world, and have unwavering faith that you have the power to create, to co-create, because the divine is creating with you. You have the power to co-create incredible change and blessing in your life experience. Become the person who is in alignment with what you really want. Become the highest vibrational expression of yourself. And that part of you, that embodiment of your inner divine being, is in flow, with abundance, with infinite possibility, with being of service and shining your light. So check in with yourself. Where are your emotions at? Where's your self-talk at? Return to presence, observe, and empower yourself this week with habits that support you in not only staying positive, but habits that support you in shining and sharing your light. So commit to writing every day, to doing your art every day, to working in your garden every day, to picking up the phone every day. What is it for you? What is that thing that's in alignment with you coming into the next level of your most vibrant light, being of service in the world, being true to you, shining in bliss, love, integrity, in alignment with your highest divine light? We're still integrating so much that unfolded, so much that streamed in during the solstice. Check out angelactivation.com for my guided channeled series that supports you in tuning into the higher light and integrating it into your life. But also just remember that one moment and one step at a time, you can return to a heart-centered place and ask yourself, ask your higher self, your guides and angels, what is my very next step to embody my highest light in truth, to progress on my highest divine timeline, to be of service in the world in a way I love and enjoy? What is my very next step? And when you receive inspiration, take action. This anchors the higher light into your life. And then when you take that step, the next can appear. And one step at a time, you move up the staircase of light into a greater expression of your embodiment and along your timeline, moving in the direction of truly living and embodying your highest vibrational life. So that is our reading for this week. I hope this is helpful for you. If you like these weekly angel card readings, please give this video a thumbs up and comment below and let me know that you enjoyed it. As always, I love, honor, and appreciate you. The light in me reflects the light in you. Keep shining. Have a beautiful week. Subscribe here on YouTube if you have not already. Then select the little bell icon to receive notifications when new videos come out. And then I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.